probably invite a number of them back next year. Some naturally move on, like you know, Brian does, of course, and some we have to say, you know, I'm sorry, there isn't a place for you. But there is the number 54 of VEDA Pratama. He takes up his position in the middle.
I've never heard so articulate, so thoughtful about how Morelli came to the Rookies Cup selection event with no plan.
Okay, and there is VEDA Pratama, and of course, you know, he's a star, isn't he, already? And he's old enough. He's finishing in the top 3 of the Rookies Cup, so heading up to the Moto3 grid as well.
Even in just their first year, potentially putting themselves in the shop window. Well, certain riders will definitely be saying goodbye to. That's what these rookies do all year long. You know, they analyse, they pick it apart, and then they try and improve for today's race.
And yeah, one of the things that they can, of course, you know, the bigger class is these guys. You can't change the internal ratios on a Rookies Cup bike. You can change the overall gearing. And Brian said that he had a short gearing, and he thought it was only him and Marco Morelli out of the front runners who had the short gearing. He said that helped me get the drive out of the corners and onto warm. You know, they still get a decent amount of grip, but you know, it is
yesterday, and there's a reason why potential future team bosses for Brian, you know, he's been the talk of the paddock for the last couple of races. They really do believe him, really doing the business. He is the next in line.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are. It's our 19th season in full MotoGP Rookies Cup action for 2024. And they're away. Who makes a good start? VEDA was absolutely superb off the line yesterday. Again, but can he get inside Brian Iriarte into the first corner? No, this time it's Brian Iriarte around the outside. And
riders switched. He went to the outside, a couple of other riders went to the inside, and I think he lost a place or two off the line. Relatively safely through at that point, onto
when they get round here, onto the back straight. Through the left and out the inside, it's David Gonzalez who takes the lead. He's determined to make up for yesterday's. He wasn't getting out of the corner yesterday as well as he needs to, and I think he's got the same problem here. He's too tight into that right-hander, and there's Brian, those guys getting much better drive onto the back straight.
So Iriarte, crown champion yesterday, in it for the win here today as well. Wants to sign off from Rookies Cup as the equal most successful.
With Andrew Piqueras on 11, and Brian Iriarte has 10. So with David Gonzalez right on his tail, VEDA Pratama in third place. They flash across the start and finish line for the first time.
Christian Daniel Jr. can now
seem to be slowing down at the moment. He's doing very well.
So we have Danish in 7th place, just behind Marco Morelli, up 3 places from his starting point on the grid. Luca Agostinelli, the number 9, the Vietnamese rider in 8th position. This is by far the best we've seen from him, etc.
Right. And there is, there's the 34 of Vitali. Ahead of him, we saw VEDA again taking an odd line onto that back straight. I really think somehow he's got to get that sorted out, otherwise he's handicapping himself terribly as this race goes on.
21st position, just behind Lucas Brown, the first-year British Talent Cup graduate.
And VEDA Pratama gets pushed aside there. He's lost a couple of places, Zen Mitani, and also to the 31 of VEDA Pratama. So VEDA lost about 3 places on that lap.
So Gonzalez looks to the inside of Iriarte, but he lets the brakes off, and a few riders really struggling there in the brake position. That is a really, really good ride from the Australian up from 12th position. He said, it's all right. Yeah, and I bet it is.
Mostly a dry line, but you just got to be careful. You don't get offline. Maybe that limits some of the overtaking possibilities.
He had a big moment on the exit of turn 6 there, loses a bunch of places. Danish then into 2nd place, ahead of Pratama then. So it's 1, 2, 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 in the race, but not for long! 2, 3 and 4 Asia Talent Cup graduates.
Yeah, brilliant. Great stuff. And it is the 54 now that takes up the 2nd place, VEDA Pratama. Of course, as things finish like this, he would take 2nd place back from Hakim Danish in the cup points.
I should also correct myself. Those are the 3 Asia Talent Cup champions the last 3 years.
He's
the inside again, yeah. Foot off the footrest and everything, Peter.
Absolutely. He is so determined, isn't he, to end his season on a high note. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And I said, you know, he's looking hopeful. Zen's tail and ahead of Hakim Danish.
What a character. What a character. Go on, Morelli, as well. well, up into third place too. This is his signing off ride from Rookies Cup. Not only has he passed 3 years, but he's already announced to join the Aspar team along worked out.
That's right, and he's looking for his first win of this season. He had 2 wins. He won in Jerez and Assen last year in Rookies Cup, but although he's going to have a long lap penalty, but he's obviously trying to get away, and he's not getting away from Marco Morelli.
Yeah, Morelli definitely catching him sector by sector, isn't he? And as long as Pratama, Mitani and Danish, as well as Gonzalez, keep it fairly tidy as well, they'll be back on theirs. Very nicely done indeed. Well done, that man.
He'll go anywhere, won't he, Davies? He's a man on form superbly and very much, you know, hoping to pick up a Moto3 by Vector. Superb.
The 95 looks for a little bit of space to get first as well, but gets the door slammed shut by Uriarte. Oh, just sensational. And there we go, Gonzalez was the fastest rider of the race last time around.
Superb stuff. And in something to...
Oh, Danish is down, Peter! No! Oh,
chances of him taking second in the cup.
Where was this? Oh, down at turn 1. Oh, Hakim, you break my heart. Oh, what a shame. That's not how you want to sign off from rookies.
No, not Marco Morelli.
He just leaked 3 riders, nearly.
Right, so the last lap. Up the inside comes VEDA Pratama, pushing Marco Morelli back to 4th place. Mitani is yet to show his hand. Brian Uriarte leads from
David down to turn 8. Big overtaking opportunity coming up. David Gonzalez is going to go for it. VEDA needs the slipstream to try and catch him back up.
But Brian Uriarte has up the inside comes David Gonzalez, but he can't.
Brian's eking out a bit of an advantage. It's all going to come down to the back straight, Peter.
Yeah, and what kind of drive they have onto the back straight. It's VEDA Pratama, David Gonzalez, and VEDA's got to catch up because, you know, he hadn't got the drive out into the back straight.
The question is, Peter, is it going to be Larry Lunge, Uriarte to the win, or is it going to be Dive Bomb David in 2nd place? That's what we want to see.
And Brian Uriarte goes, he won't be passed through the last corners, and he's going to pick up the record number of victories. VEDA Pratama is there in 3rd place, but he surely can't pass him on the line. It's going to be David Gonzalez who wins the final Rookies Cup of the year. David Gonzalez over Brian Uriarte.
It's Dive Bomb David's done it! What a boy! What a win! Ahead of Uriarte, and Morelli took 3rd position. How about that?
Yeah. Wow.
It's so true. The beautiful irony. That's the story, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. David Gonzalez, well, absolutely superb stuff.
Well, that will be then Gonzalez' first win of the year.
The unlucky Hakim Danish.
Mitani 5th then, and Pugliese was coming up. Not final results. These are the standings. Brian Uriarte wins with 236 points. VEDA Pratama 181, 10 points back.
And he's got the trophy, the #1 golden trophy. Then there'll be a silver trophy and a bronze trophy.